Welcome everyone to Well That's Horrific, the podcast, season 2, episode 3.
Yes, episode 3 already. Man.
I am a very tired Mr.S today, and I'm joined alongside
Tom Cruz. Happy to be here.
Yes, and the reason why I say I'm tired is because I just came back, like not even 2 hours ago. I was in Florida, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty beat, but I'm here. I'm here because you guys make me be here.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'm happy you're still, even after a long flight and a long day, you're still recording with me.
I'm committed. I'm determined. I'm here, and I'm glad to be alongside you and talk this week just about kind of news. I think people who have been listening to us have seen a trend where last season we kind of briefly talked about new things that are coming up, like new trailers, new announcements, new whatever. We haven't forgotten about that type of stuff, to inform you guys about that. But we're gonna do that in this episode, just kind of bring you up to speed and just kind of let you know what's going on out in the horror world. And because it's still January, it is still a little bit early. Well, now it's gonna be February, but
I mean, if you really think about it, for January, like we already had one movie, and there's a couple coming up already in February, and
we just getting started.
We're off to a pretty good start in terms of horror.
Yeah,
I would say so. If Scream is the consensus of the year, if we're starting off with Scream, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're doing pretty good.
Just want to mention it to a lot of people there, and sure, maybe some episodes we will have those brief moments, obviously, because this is all conversation again, but we just kind of wanted to bring you guys up to speed with what's going on. And I think Mr. Tom Cruz here had something he wanted to talk about first, if I'm not mistaken.
That was one of the many things that I want to talk about. So I've been reading this book. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. I'm a little late to the bandwagon. It's called The Thing Between Us, a novel. It's by Gus Moreno, and it's actually very, very interesting. So it basically starts off with this man who just lost his wife, and he's grieving. And he's at her funeral, and there's a lot of press. We don't really know exactly why there's a lot of press. Her mom is there. There's a lot going on early on, and you're basically led on to believe this must have been a huge tragedy or something extreme must have happened.
Foreshadowing something for sure.
Yeah, and then it kind of goes back in time where he's with his wife and everything seems fine. They have this device that immediately the moment that they describe it, I knew it was like a knockoff Alexa, but basically they have a device called Itza. And it's funny because when I heard about this book, I heard it has a lot to do with technology, and me being in the technology field, I was like, you know what? Horror, technology, I'm down. So they had this device called Itza, and it's on the fritz. By that I mean it's ordering stuff for them randomly. Music is playing in the middle of the night. They're hearing weird noises into this apartment that they just moved in. And I don't want to tease too much, but a lot of things start to happen, and it's very, very interesting what they're able to do with kind of technology and a man grieving his wife. And a lot of foreshadowing, and the atmosphere is actually really good.
Okay. I am already intrigued. I do like books, to read books. My wife and I have this thing where we just decide to read books together, and that sounds interesting to me. I'm curious. Wait, hold up. You said Itza is from the past? This is flashbacks to the past, or is this current time?
So the book itself goes through time. So remember, the book starts off and you're at his wife's funeral.
Right.
So you don't know exactly. You don't know how she died. It eventually tells you how she died, but basically something tragic happened, and he's grieving, and he's basically writing this down almost as a diary. But at the same time, things are going on in present time, and things happened in the past. So he's explaining how he got to this point, and he's also dealing with things that are currently happening. But it revolves around a lot of technology. Again, there's that interesting element of this device, this smart speaker called Itza. And again, I haven't completely finished the book myself. I'm about halfway through, but yeah, it's actually really really good.
Sounds great. No, it
Yeah.
definitely sounds great. Definitely something I would want to read. I have a book myself that I read. Well, I'm reading now, but it's the same author. So a book that I read is called The Silent Patient, and I don't know if it's horror. I kind of think it is, but I like mystery a lot, and it's about there's a therapist who is called to a patient who hasn't spoken a single word after she murdered her husband, and he's there to figure out why and how and all this stuff. And it's kind of hard to not say more without spoiling things, but
No, of course.
I promise you, like,
I'd say end it there because now you got me intrigued already.
yeah, no, I promise you, like, you know how sometimes like people say, oh, it's the number, like this was number one bestseller in New York Times, right? I'm like, sure, maybe, but this book was freaking good. So I started reading another book, and I'm kind of just at the beginning now. My wife is ahead of me. It's called The Maidens by the same author, and it's about a woman who notices murders happening in some campus in college, and she thinks it's somebody, and she's trying to prove him, guilty and all that. So books, people, we don't just watch movies here. We're intelligent too. We we read books here. So if you have a book that you want to share that you think we would probably enjoy, definitely let us know.
And for the record, he hasn't shared that book with me. So can you please send me the name of that book so that I can add that to my list?
I assure you, if you pick up this book, you will not put it down. The first book. I assure you, if you pick up this book, you will not put it down. You will read it within a week. I'm not even kidding.
If you send it to me, I'll finish this book and get that one next.
The Silent Patient. That's all you gotta know. I'll send it to you too, but The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Michaelides, he's Greek. I'm probably.
I'll look it up. I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, books. Something that is not books is Scream. And I'm mentioning Scream because you mentioned it about how we had one movie and how it's doing well, and it just broke 100 million, man. It surpassed 100 million in its third weekend, and the only other Scream movie to do that was Scream 3. So that's an achievement.
Which is arguably the worst one, but
yeah, it's arguably well,
which is crazy,
right?
But,
right. But
it's just the hype of Scream 2.
I think that is a huge success, especially in today's day. With the pandemic. No,
of course,
and everything
it definitely is.
And I know Wes Craven would definitely be happy.
Yeah. So I don't. Again, I really enjoyed that movie. And I want to say, awesome. Congrats to them. That is an amazing accomplishment. Being able to sell that much, and especially considering this is the 5th movie in the entry. You wouldn't think that it would be this successful.
Yeah.
And now, now there's talks, I mean, at this point now, it's almost like it's greenlit. Yeah, there's going to be a Scream 6 at this point.
There's a 6th one coming, and they might even call that Scream 2. Like, whatever they're calling it, I don't care what they call it. But
so, yeah, I don't remember what was the tweet that I sent you, but it was I've seen a couple of ideas. The first one was you go alien on them, and you do screams, and you do like a S at the end, like aliens did to Alien. Or you do Scream, like like Scream 2, like just to make it different. Everybody wants Matthew Lillard back, which would be great, but I feel like people will see it coming if they do it. That's the fucking hard part. How do you do it?
Yeah, two things. People will see it coming, and like I don't want to be like such a party pooper.
They have to do something different.
Like, do you think that's believable? And also, like, you don't want to just start doing movies now because fans want. Like, fans, honestly, this sounds so hypocritical to say, but like, shut up. Like, fans out there, like, gotta shut up sometimes. Like, stop it. Stop.
I kind of blame the MCU for this one.
Stop creating things in your head and then getting upset that movies don't follow that, because that's some unrealistic shit. But would I be amazed if I were to see Matthew Lillard, be like,
yeah, but I would want him to come back and not want him to be Ghostface, only because it would be so obvious that he was. You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
I'm saying if he was revealed at the end and we didn't see him the whole movie, like, what the fuck? Like, he's back.
Yeah, but
like
then if they do that, then it's also like a cop out, because like we could have never guessed who the killer was because he was never in the movie, sort of thing. But then at the same time, it's just like,
you see, you're like a fan right now. Like
I know. I'm trying to see the flaw in it. But the reason I said I blame the MCU is because the MCU is known for making fan fiction reality. It'll be something like rumors back in the day. It'll be like
Well,
the
the
whole Spider-Man thing.
MCU
They've always
has
wanted that.
the MCU has the ability to do that, though. They have the
Yeah, but
stories and the
I
worlds
know,
to do
but
that. So
I
it's
know,
a
but
little
at
bit.
the end of the day, if it's a fan that made it up, don't you think there's like maybe try to do something different? I don't know. That's one of the
Yeah,
things that I
no,
like
I
about.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I think it may be just a tad different. But look, would I be happy if it? Would I be like intrigued and happy in the moment? I would go ballistic. I think I'd be in my feet cheering if that happened. Do I think it's gonna happen? If I'm being realistic, no, because ideally, no. The guy got his TV smashed, even though if you really think about it, they never really confirmed it. I get it.
I mean, they also didn't. They never confirmed Kirby died. That's why they brought her back because she's such a fan favorite character.
Yeah, but I think Wes Craven planned to do that. Does that make sense? I feel like Matthew Lillard is more of like a loophole, more like oh shit,
Yeah,
we never really said
I
that, so we can use
I
that.
think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the MCU gets away with it, and I feel like they shouldn't. Okay, just to give you another comparison, one of my favorite TV shows ever, animated TV shows, is Rick and Morty. Now I mentioned this to say, I mentioned this to say, the creator of Rick and Morty makes it a thing that you will never guess what's gonna happen in Rick and Morty. So like, if he hears that there's a theory, like if Dan Harmon hears like, hey, this is a theory, I promise you, he's gonna switch that theory, even if it was something that he was working on. He's gonna make sure that it's not something that you could have predicted. You know what I mean? Or you could have guessed. He's gonna make it so complicated.
Who study like fan comments, fan theories, fan videos, all these fans.
There's an intern somewhere that's like, his brain is about to explode going over
of course. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool tool to have, social media, in that like aspect. Like, yo, we can bring something to life, which is dope. Like, if it works and the story makes sense, fine. But if you just give it to me because you want it, here, have it, and it's like, I don't know. But
I don't know.
I'm happy for them again too. Scream, like, congratulations to them.
I hope if they do another one, they somehow still manage to make it like itself and not like not for the sake of not be just like a cash grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But I guess we would have to see how that comes to play.
True.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird seeing a Scream movie without main characters now.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing is, do you bring Sydney back? Do you bring Gail back?
I know. You don't want Sydney back. You don't want this.
I feel like we just had this conversation 2 months ago where I said, please fucking kill Sydney, so get her over it. Again,
do you guys hear this guy? Do you hear Tom Cruise?
All
you hear him?
All right. Who has survived more wounds in any movie than fucking Sydney Prescott? Or even Gail. Gail has survived. What?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis has been shot. Has she been shot before? Michael doesn't shoot people.
True. But also, Michael is not a human being.
Sydney has taken bullets, man. Sydney's a fucking horror villain. You know what? Next Scream, fucking Sydney's gonna be revealed as Ghostface. Where did Sydney take a bullet,
bro? She had the bulletproof vest.
I don't know. She's almost gotten shot a couple times. I'll tell you this much: next Scream movie, it's gonna be revealed that Ghostface is Sydney, and I'm gonna fucking hop off my seat.
That would be fire. That would be fire. Can you imagine?
Cool.
Can you imagine like the unreal, like when she takes off her mask and she'd be like, "What, Sydney?" She'd be like, "Yeah, I'm fucking tired of this shit." Slice up Sam.
She's gonna fucking kill Gail, but like,
so funny.
This is fucking over
for Dewey. Oh, yo, she could just start killing people for Dewey because Dewey was like.
I don't know if Dewey would appreciate that, but
no, probably not.
All right.
Moving on.
What do we got next, though? What do we got next? Moving on, we got February 18th. What do we got coming out for February 18th, my friend?
We got Texas Chainsaw, February 18th.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm sorry, yes.
That's, again, my whole thing about this movie is I hope it's good. We haven't seen much. Netflix hasn't shown anything. It wasn't originally a Netflix movie, and now it is. I think the mask is pretty good based on the one image that we have.
Yeah, I like the poster. I'm a fan of the poster. I like it.
I'm a big fan of the poster.
Yeah.
Can
I show
the title is, I guess, whatever. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had that title like 10 times already, but the poster's good. The poster's really good. Do we know anybody who's in this movie?
I would have to see it in the whole IMDb thing.
As far as I'm aware, like, I don't know anybody who's in this movie. I think I went through the list of actors and I didn't recognize anybody, but I could be wrong.
Where's
yeah,
the poster?
I don't recognize anybody here.
I saw. Did you like the little trailer they gave you?
I don't think I saw the trailer actually.
Yeah, no, the one. Unless this is a fake one, this has to be the real one. No, there's a
I think
trailer
I
here
saw.
of him. It goes like in 1974. You know, like it gives you like the whole thing in
I, I
2022. It's
I might
back
have
and
saw it, but
he's
it was
crashing
I
the
might have
wall
saw
and
it,
he
but
takes
I
out his
didn't think
chainsaw.
much of it.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I didn't
that's
think much of it, so I didn't really remember it now. Um, I remember the original poster. If I'm not mistaken, it was just a face, and then it was the one with him in the cornfield, which is the one that we're talking about, right?
yeah, yeah. All right, let me share this. Let me share this. Let me see
Is
if
that
I
a
can share
cornfield?
this.
Whatever it is.
Boom.
February 18th, which is what, 2 weeks from now? Are
Yeah,
you
no,
sharing your screen?
just about. Do you see it or no? Is this
It's loading, guys. Guys, it's loading. He decided to share his screen.
I don't know. This is a possibly a fail. Wait. We have something. Come on.
So, while that loads,
There you go.
yes, that's the original poster that I was
Look,
remembering.
so this is the poster. I'm a fan of it. Look, oh yeah, this is what it says. Look, in 1974, the world witnessed one of the most bizarre crimes in
But I thought we were talking about the newer poster. I like the newer poster, the one of him in the field. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh
It's right-
no, I was looking at this.
Look up just Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So wait, you
Just
talking
type the
about
whole
this
title.
one right here?
Yeah, that one. Click on
That
it.
one, yeah.
Click on
Now,
it. Click on it. Zoom in.
This is
Look at his face. You see his face on the left?
Oh no, I didn't see that actually.
Yeah, it's almost like hidden. I actually like it. I like
Wow,
it.
guys, this is actual, genuine reaction. This is crazy.
I'm a big fan of at least the poster. But again, we haven't seen anything of this movie. I know, like, none of the cast members. Who's
Interesting.
directing this?
Who is directing this? Is a good question. Let's see what we have here.
Again, I'm trying to get excited for this movie.
Honestly,
David Blue Garcia is directing it.
I don't know how I feel about him being in 2022. Like I don't. It's an old ass man.
It's current time.
Yeah, it's current time. Look, read it. After nearly 50 years of hiding, Leatherface returns to terrorize a group of idealistic young friends who accidentally disrupted his carefully shielded world in a remote Texas town. So, this means he's what 50 years later, and plus, how old was he back then?
Hey guys, I just want to say, how old is Michael Myers currently?
60. Michael's 60. He was captured. Hold up. In 1978, he was 21 years old.
Okay, so why can't Leatherface be old?
40 years. And plus, Michael is like Michael. He's also like
bias. This guy's biased.
not biased, but he's also not human either. Like
And Leatherface is. We don't know if Leatherface is human. I like
he's
Leatherface.
human. He had that whole family thing and whatever. Okay, I don't see anybody here that I know. This whole cast.
I'm telling you, I looked it up a while ago and I didn't recognize anybody, and I just confirmed now. Even the director, I don't think he's directed much before. He produced a couple things that we may have heard of, but in terms of directing, he's directed like one other thing that we definitely have not heard of.
Texas Chainsaw was always weird. Their movies were always like weird. Their cast was like weird. Like,
well, I don't know. I like the 2003 one. I like the one with Jessica Biel.
oh yeah, that was a good one. That was the prequel. Was
No,
that the prequel?
No, that was the first
2006. That was 2006.
2003, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think it was 2003. I think 2003 was that one. I think the one that you're talking about might be the beginning, the one that came out afterwards. That was a prequel.
That's prequel. Yes.
And then there was another movie that was called, I don't know if it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, that had.
Oh, I saw that one with Trey Songz and.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Trey Songz is a
that
terrible.
that was
actor.
decent. That was decent. I liked it. That was decent. But I just mean like their old ones, like.
Bro, they made Leatherface good in that movie. I was so upset when he teamed up with the girl.
Because she's like his cousin or something like that, or he's like her cousin, and like he was trying to save her. That was whack. But
yeah, that's when I was like, damn.
I mean when I say weird, I just mean like a group of people I've never heard of, and just the settings and like not the setting, the more of like the delivery. It's like so like like scary cringe. Like it was weird. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just makes you feel like uncomfortable. Like I don't want to be there. Like this is like one of those horror movies that are just like vile, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been like that though. So I get what you're saying, but even the original kind of had that vibe. If you watch the one from the 70s, it was very, very, very strange.
Oh, that definitely had that vibe.
But I liked what they did with the 2003 one. That the character itself is loosely based on Ed Gein, who used to rob graves and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He was a
people
body
have this
snatcher and a
misconception
murderer.
that this is a true, like, based on a true story.
No,
It's not.
loosely based on
Stop it!
on
It
a
is not
known
based on a true
serial killer,
story. He was robbing what grades? Also furniture or
yeah, but he
yeah.
also killed. He confessed to killing 2 people.
Okay, yeah.
But he used to rob graves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to know more about Ed Gein, but it's been a while since I brushed off.
Oh, check this out. Check this out. I'm reading more about it right here. I didn't have this in the notes. That's crazy. The storyline. The spiritual sequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise takes place 47 years later. Ruth is a 25-year-old San Francisco moneymaker who drags her younger teenage sister with her to Texas on a business trip out of fear of leaving her alone in the city. The younger sister, Lila, is an amateur photographer who is wheelchair bound. Oh, God, another wheelchair one. And it's not long until they're fighting for their lives against a 60-year-old Leatherface. So Leatherface is Michael's age, 60 years old. Okay.
All right, so why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? I don't understand.
Then that doesn't make sense, though, because that would have to mean that Leatherface was 10 years old in 74?
I don't know, man. I don't know how this works. I can't do math. I can't count past 3.
The fuck?
I can't do math, man. I don't
All
know.
right, we'll see when it comes out. I promise you I'm going to go in blank. I'm not going to be biased or anything like that, but it better be good. But that's all we really know much about. I don't have any high hopes, but yeah, same. Like, watch the trailer. The trailer was dope. Poster's nice, but let's see what happens. Moving on, Mr. Cruz, are we okay with that?
Yeah.
I have something to mention to you that my brother actually brought it to my attention because we were talking about, I know last summer, like how we're gonna watch it, blah blah. I think we're just gonna save each other some time and not watch it at all because I figured out that it was canceled. Amazon Prime has canceled it after 1 season due to mixed reviews. A lot of people reviewed it and said that the characters weren't unlikable. They had these scare scenes that weren't scary. A lot of mixed,
I gotta watch the first episode just for me. Just for me. I gotta watch. You don't have to watch it, but I watched the first
right
episode,
away.
So
I mean, the first episode's not gonna do much. You gotta watch the whole thing.
No, I don't gotta watch the whole thing. I just want to watch it for me. It's I Know What You Did Last Summer, which for me was like one of my favorite childhood movies.
Absolutely one of my favorite ones. But that's.
I'm not saying it's a great movie.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they had to kind of set this tone now. Like, yeah. Well, does that mean that they won't touch it anymore? Or will it happen again? I don't know. But that's
just gonna take some time before they refresh it again.
Yeah.
I'm watching this new show that has not been canceled and actually has been renewed. Have you heard of Yellow Jackets?
No.
Okay, so I'll quickly read you the plot. Wildly talented high school girls, soccer players, descend into savage clans after their plane crashes in a remote northern wilderness. 25 years later, they discover that what began in the wild is far from over. So just to kind of summarize a little bit further, basically they were a high school soccer team. They made it to nationals. They were traveling to nationals when their plane crashed, and they were stuck in the wilderness. And it's revealed that they were stuck in the wilderness for like longer than a year. I think it was like 19 months, something ridiculous.
Oh God!
But they survived, or not all of them survived, but some of them survived. And the current storyline is 25 years later, and it's actually very, very interesting. If you're Googling, I recommend you be very cautious because I don't want you to run into spoilers.
I'm not Googling anything. I'm going to IMDb. I just want to see the actresses who play this.
But I'm only 5 episodes in. There's 10 episodes in a season. It's a Showtime show. I think I'm 5 episodes in. I'm 5 episodes in, and I like it. It only took 1 episode or maybe 2 episodes to really get me hooked. It's actually very interesting. The one thing I'll say is the cast was done very well. I would say that the cast is up there with It. You remember how accurate the It cast was from like children to adult?
Yeah.
It was like creepy accurate.
Yeah.
Like these people literally look like they could be their parents.
Wow.
This cast is
it has good reviews on IMDb. I mean, 8.1, 8.3. I'm down to watch it. Where are you watching this?
Showtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, Showtime. If you have Showtime, watch it on Showtime.
Yes. It's a Showtime show.
Oh, Prime Video channels. I think that's like a. I hate.
Yeah, because you can watch Showtime on Prime.
Oh, so you don't have to buy anything extra? Because I know Hulu does that. Like you have to have plus a Showtime package or something like that. I
think you might have to do that actually. I think you might have to have the plus package. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We live in 2022. Get your legal streams going and watch this if you want to. Looks like it's good.
We're not promoting this. We're not promoting illegal streaming, by the way.
Fuck that. I am. Go ahead, watch that shit, and then come back to us. Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Don't do it.
And this is the last episode of our podcast, thanks to him.
Can you imagine shut down? I did want to mention. Go on if you have more to add. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but yes, great show.
Okay, no, it looks like it has good reviews. Would love to check it out. Kind of reminds me a little bit of The Grey. No, not The Grey.
Also been renewed for season 2.
Not The Grey.
It kind of, when I heard of it, it reminded me of the 100. The Grey is the one with the wolves?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's a little bit different. Yeah. It's like a plane crash and they have to survive. But this is a little bit different 25 years later. Yeah. Okay. One thing that I saw that I thought was very interesting is that A Quiet Place might get its own spin-off in 2023. And the same writer, John Krasinski. I always mess that up.
Krasinski.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Just Krasinski.
I didn't watch The Office. I don't think it's funny.
I love The Office, guys. He's crazy.
No. But yeah, so he's writing it, and he is planning. They plan on releasing it March 31st, 2023. It's gonna take place in the same universe, but obviously a different location from where they were. And I think that's cool. I like that idea. I like to see how other people in other states or places.
It's The Walking Dead now.
Reacted. Yeah.
It's Fear of the Walking Dead or the whatever other spinoff of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I mean.
So my only critique about this is, it was originally supposed to be one movie. Then it did so well that they were like, okay, let me make a second.
It's all about the money.
And now they're like, oh, there's gonna be a third movie, and oh no, it's not gonna be a spinoff. It's basically going to be a franchise at this point.
I get that.
As long as they're good, I guess I can't say nothing. I liked 2.
Exactly.
But it was also the same plot as 1, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
It was the same plot as 1. Even the fucking ending was basically just a bigger version of 1, if you really think about it. But guys, tell me if the ending of A Quiet Place 2 isn't basically the same ending of A Quiet Place 1. Really think about it. If it's just not just like... It's like a literally like a more advanced version of the same ending, but whatever. If you really think about it,
we have to have a discussion about that now.
It's if you really think about A Quiet Place 2, it's the same movie as A Quiet Place 1.
Same movie concept, obviously.
Yes, but I feel like it's
more of a background and more of a
it goes more into the universe. Yeah, but like
right. Yeah, no, it definitely could be. I mean,
they're working with.
That's why obviously they go for a spinoff. The thing about spin-offs that is cool is that you don't get to drag the main cast, right? You don't get to drag the story like that as much. I don't know. I'm down to see how other people react, like how other people deal with things. I'm sure not everybody has the same execution in terms of survival. I don't know. I would be down to see it. I'm gonna read a quote here that I saw that John Krasinski said. He said
overthought it again.
That truly the only person I had in mind when asked whether I would hand this off was Jeff, and he's talking about Jeff Nichols, the director. I think he's one of the best filmmakers. Mud is one of my favorite movies, and so real and intimate. It's exactly the sort of paints we're painting.
Movie?
Mud. It's exactly the sort of paints we're painting in A Quiet Place. Very organic characters you'll fall in love with. So he was my first choice. And when he said yes, I was over the moon. So it looks like he's very committed. There's nothing about this movie yet. No plots, no characters, nothing. But he definitely wants to do this.
This is Jeff, whatever his name is, Jeff Nichols?
Yeah.
Is that? Okay. Yes. Because he made Mud with Matthew McConaughey. Gotcha.
So I thought that was interesting. Would I go watch it in theaters? Absolutely.
I'm going to watch everything in the theater.
Yeah.
If at this point I'm happy things are opening up.
Depends on where you are.
I want to watch as much as I can in the theaters. I feel like that's where you
be safe, people. We're not promoting you to go watch movies in the theaters. I'm just saying if you
I
are
am
a
promoting
fan,
you to go watch movies in the theaters.
Just do it safely. Wear your mask.
Seriously, do it safely.
Wash your hands. Otherwise, that's horrific. See what I just did there? That's funny. Funny
it's too early. It hasn't ended yet.
Okay.
Guys, please ignore all my bookmarks.
All
I
right.
wanted to talk about.
Oh yes,
this
please
beautiful
bring this
picture.
up. Please bring this up because we have to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. Can I start off this segment, please?
Sure. I mean, we could just
Please,
leave it here.
because I. All right, so Halloween ends. It's coming out October 14th of this year. Thank God. It's also sad because it's going to be our last Michael Myers movie probably for some long time.
I'm excited for the other icons that are going to come afterwards. Come on, bring back Jason. Come, bring back Freddy.
Right. I'm happy about that too.
How is it?
So they started filming. Everyone's on set. Everybody's back. Jamie Lee Curtis. The guy what he plays. Jude. Forgot his last name. Wow. I'm drawing a blank here.
Courtney, whatever.
Everybody's back. Everybody's back. The lady who plays Lindsay is back, and they took a picture on set and posted on Instagram. Halloween movie on Instagram, and they showed that picture that Mr. Tom Cruise I just showed. And do you know what Mr. Tom Cruise says to me? He says, "I don't like it." I ask him why, and he says, "I don't know. They look good."
I didn't say they look good. That's not what I said.
No, hold up. Let me pull the text message.
No.
Actually.
I said they look too nice. They look like they're happy. I was like, what? I get it that it takes place.
Miserable after 4 years,
bro. But remember how like Lori didn't take care of herself for those 40 years when she was pissed off at Michael. But now it's been 4 years since she fucking lost her daughter, and now they look like they're going to prom.
Yeah, but no, that's different.
It's different. You could say it's different, but I don't think it's different. I just think this. If you look at this picture, man, like I get it. They gave her different hair or whatever. She looks like she's like just did her hair and she's excited.
They're at the bar. You notice that?
Yeah, and they're at the bar. I don't know, man.
I'm happy Lindsay's back.
I'm gonna be honest when the movie comes out, whether I like it or not. I'm not trying to hold any bias, but I will say I did not like Kills, so I don't think I'm gonna like Ends.
Well, I loved Kills, and I think I'm going to love Ends. If possible, if they do it right, I can love it even more. But Halloween Ends is going to take place 4 years later from the Halloween Kills, and it's going to battle the pandemic too. Well, not battle it, they're going to mention it.
Guys, please let me know how you feel about that. How do you feel about them tackling the pandemic and also the movie taking place 4 years later, especially if you've seen the last one?
I don't like that. I'm telling you, I don't like that.
Can we clip this? I want to clip this.
Clip it. It's recorded. It's going to be on everything.
Can we clip this?
I do not like the fact that the pandemic was mentioned. I don't like the fact that they are probably using that to justify their time jump. I don't like that either, because if fucking bullets are not going to get Michael, we know pandemic is not going to, and I think they may be using that as an excuse to
Plot twist. After all this time, Michael dies of COVID. Boom.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if COVID? I don't know.
If that's how he dies?
Nah.
If it turns out after all this time, Michael dies of COVID?
If they mention it, I'm okay with mentioning it, because shows are doing that now, and like Grey's Anatomy, obviously Grey's Anatomy because they're doctors, but if they mention it in passing, fine, I'm okay with that. But because there seems to be so much emphasis on it. If there is emphasis on it like that, the way we are, I feel like I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope they don't do too much with this. We have a couple pictures, but nothing really of Michael. We have a couple pictures of Lori. We have that picture that I showed. And that's pretty much it. She
also had one in her trailer or whatever she was. It's kind of the way she looks at the bar is just her saying.
Yeah, there's another one of her walking too.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I don't know, nobody spoils anything, because that can be extremely annoying.
I mean, at this point, I'd be the type of person to read all the spoilers, because I'm already lost interest, but that's just me.
Man, you're just a hater. Wow.
I'm not a hater. I'm just
you are just a hater, Diablo. I don't understand.
Let's move on to the next one, right?
Let's move on.
What else do we got coming out this year? So,
the Black Phone.
The Black Phone. I don't even have this on my list. I forgot. But when does that come out?
Well, that was pushed. That originally was supposed to come out February. Now I think it's coming out June, if I'm not mistaken.
What? I mean, was it going to a streaming service, or was it going to actually come out?
No, it was actually going to come out in theaters, I think.
Yeah, I don't feel like they showed much. But they did release a trailer.
Yes, but the thing, that trailer kind of feel like it gave out the whole thing. I feel like I saw the whole movie with that trailer.
I hate when they do that.
Horror Hollywood or whatever, please make trailers better. Stop revealing the whole movie in the trailers. I like
I feel like
Scream. I loved Scream. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of things now, when I'm looking back at Scream, it's like, oh damn, yeah, I saw that. Blah blah blah.
I
Please.
feel like they do that to try to get people to go. Because I feel like if you
But mix
keep
it up.
vague,
Like put
you
two
keep it
scenes
vague.
that are not nowhere near each other. Do what freaking Marvel does and crop somebody out, or like just
that
make
costs
it
money,
like
my friend. That costs money. Money.
really fucking to
Bro.
edit that.
I would love it if, I mean, I know this would never happen, but hear me out. No trailer, just a movie title. Boom. You got to show up and watch it.
Listen, you know me. I'm all about suspense. I'm all about suspense. I'm all about mystery. I'm
Nah,
down
but
to do that.
it'd be difficult because you'd read something and you'd be like, oh, this sounds great. And you go watch the movie and you're like, wow, this just looks really bad. You
Yeah.
got to see something.
All right.
Morbius. Another one that
Yeah.
got pushed back.
Oh my god, it's like 5 times. Not 5. That's an exaggeration. Like 3.
No, I think it might have been pushed like at least 4 times at this point. It's had a lot of different release dates.
Yeah.
I don't even know when this movie's coming out new.
August now. No, June, April.
Is this is this an MCU? Are you just naming every month?
No, I'm in
October, November, December. Is this even an MCU movie at this point? I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this. I guess if you've seen what is it? Eternals, then you know that Blade is probably coming into the MCU and Morbius is.
Well, they announced that at the Comic-Con.
I know, but you hear his voice at the end. So spoilers,
Yeah.
spoilers if you haven't seen Eternals. But Morbius is a vampire, so that's the only reason I'm excited. What else? Did you know? And I knew about this, but I don't know when it's coming out. They're making another
April
Orphan
1st.
movie.
Sorry,
April
Morbius.
1st?
April 1st.
April Fool's
finally.
Day?
Yeah.
They really did a movie.
Unless they're gonna be like, psych, like extended more.
Did you know
but
they're
yeah.
making another Orphan movie? Which, by the way, I've never seen the first one, but I know the big reveal.
The first one I saw it and it was actually I was a lot younger.
People like
but
it.
I liked
People like it.
I did like it.
I've never seen it.
I
know the
liked
idea.
The twist, obviously, you know
I know
what
the
it
twist.
is. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
They're making another one. I don't know how. I guess they're gonna do some de-aging or something. But I think
Same
it's coming
cast,
out this year.
same woman.
Yeah, same woman. It's coming out this year. If I'm correct, it was supposed to be like early this year. But now that I look it up, I don't see anything. So
Interesting.
it's already wrapped. It's done.
Interesting.
I don't know if it has a release date. Originally, it was supposed to be early this year, but I think it lost its release date. So I just thought I'd mention that because I've never seen the first one, so I gotta watch that. Even though I know the ending, I guess I'll see what my take is on that. And then we have Nope. Literally
Yo,
called
nope. I see. You just said before about like how like you just want like the title and just
Yeah.
go watch.
But you see, I feel like Jordan Peele has established that already, where it's gonna be good because you know it's Jordan Peele.
Exactly. So
if it's
like,
a director
I'm okay
who's
with just
established,
I'm
yeah.
okay with just the cover art right now. Just be like, yo, what is it?
Yeah.
July 22nd, right?
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go no matter what. I don't even need to see a trailer. Just give me a
Can you
fucking
imagine
poster
though?
and I'm showing
Nope.
up.
Just legit calling it nope. How funny is that?
And somebody pointed out that it makes a sentence if you take all his movies together. What's the first one? Get Out.
Us.
No.
Nope. Okay, hold on. So we have like 3 times.
Somebody
possible.
put it together
Nine.
somehow.
Nope. Get Out. Us. Get Out.
Somebody put it together.
No. Oh, okay. Like Get Out. Us. Nope.
I don't know. Somebody mentioned it, and I was just like, I don't think there's a connection, but it's cool. It's
You never know.
It's the Jordan Peele verse.
You never know. I hope it doesn't make it political. I know Candyman, he really wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like I don't blame him for Candyman. Let's see. If this one is like that, then I'm gonna be like,
I kind of do. I kind of do.
I think it was the climate in which he recorded Candyman that kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
I feel like if Candyman was like in a different year, if it was like 2-3 years prior, wouldn't have been like that. It's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that movie would have been entirely different if it was released in a different time.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of movies too. Think about it. Halloween Ends
No,
would
but
be like this if no pandemic happened. If it was 3 years ago.
Yes and no, but not a lot of movies tackle the pandemic, and not every movie has to be political. So
Yeah.
that's why I say like it only has to do if the movie's taken into account, and in this case, it is. So, besides that, do you have anything on your list you want to talk about?
I had one more called the Resurrection. It's with that girl Rebecca Hall who played in the Night House.
Resurrection.
It's gonna be releasing in
Oh
Shudder.
yes, I know who Rebecca Hall is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read you the thing that I saw. In Resurrection, Margaret, who is Rebecca, leads a successful and orderly life, perfectly balancing the demands of her busy career and single parenthood of her fiercely independent daughter Abby. Everything is under control, but that careful balance is upended when an unwelcome shadow from her past returns, carrying with him the horrors of Margaret's past.
Is this a sequel to The Night House?
It sounds like it, right?
That sounds like it could be a sequel.
Battling her rising fear, Margaret must confront the monster she's evaded for 2 decades, who comes to conclude their unfinished business. That's exactly like the Night House.
Where can I find this movie?
Resurrection. It's a Sundance film again too. Isn't that crazy? Yo, honestly, The Night House was probably one of the best reviews we've ever done. Because it was a good movie, and I just remembered it word for word, and just like she was good in it.
This is interesting. There's not much on it, but
not much.
When does this release?
It
says January 22nd on it. It says it's already out, according to IMDb.
No, it's not possible because this article came out like 2 days ago.
So maybe it was screened probably.
It was screened. Yeah, Shudder. It says Shudder is going to be taking the first streaming window, so Shudder may be releasing it soon or something like that.
All right. At least you put it on my radar, so I know about it now. The next topic, I have a specific set of movies that I mean, I guess they're in the horror kind of. They're not really horror. They're not really horror, but you know, they have vampires, werewolves, mummies. I think that's close enough.
Okay.
I've been watching some set of movies that I'm really excited actually. I've never had seen any of these, and then somebody told me like, "Hey, you know, if you ever want to watch an animated movie, watch this." And I was like, "Oh, let me catch up." And they just released a new one, Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, Hotel Transylvania.
Have you ever seen Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah, I did.
I had never seen it up until
I must have seen it like twice.
I had never seen it up until like a week ago. I saw the first one, and like 2 days ago, I saw the second one.
That plays on regular TV, like basic cable. Like,
bro, I had never seen it. I just, for some reason, it was one of those animated movies that just I never saw it. And now there's a third one, and now a fourth one was released, if I'm not mistaken.
I only saw the first one. I did not see any second one.
Hotel Transylvania Transformania. Hotel Transylvania Transformania.
I like that.
And it was just released on Amazon Prime January 14th.
January 14th. Okay.
You know, I gotta have an animated movie out there for our listeners who have kids.
There, or if you're still a kid at heart.
I'm still a kid at heart.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm watching all of these. I'm 2 movies in. I got 2 movies left, so I'm excited.
All right.
Just wanted to mention that.
That's good. That's good. Is there anything else that I want to mention? It probably is. I just don't know.
What about the movie that's like about the dark side of the moon and the world's ending and the apocalypse? You know what I'm talking about? No. This chick is in it. I think it's literally called Moonfall.
Oh, the guy from Game of Thrones too, right? And the guy Patrick Wilson's in it from The Conjuring. Yeah.
Patrick Wilson.
I've seen it.
The guy from Game of Thrones. Yeah. And Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Yeah. Honestly, it looks good. I don't know if it's a horror movie.
I mean,
it's very sci-fi.
Like apocalyptic. Yeah, it's sci-fi, but it's apocalyptic, and there's like the dark side of the moon. I don't know. I think I had a couple of things that you could kind of classify.
I mean, define horror for some people. Like for me, like I guess horror movies are obviously something that makes you scared, makes you like jump all the time, and you know, there's a lot. But Dark Side of the Moon, I don't know if that's really horror for me. It's like,
well, I have one more. Topic.
I would watch it though. I would watch it though, just not like I don't know if I would classify it as a horror movie. Is what I'm saying. Like I would definitely, guys. We watch stuff outside of horror too. Don't forget, we watch Oscar-nominated movies. We watch shows.
I thought it was close enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm for it, guys. We're here to
like
mention
a monster or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is definitely horror. I might actually stream this, since, this is a game. Have you ever played Dying Light?
Dying Light. I've never played Dying Light.
So, I actually did play the first game, and I think I might have like done all the side missions and everything. This is probably back on Xbox One, the original one. Comes out February 4th. It's called Dying Light 2: Stay Human. But the whole reason why I even played the first one was it takes that parkour element and it combines it with zombies. So
Okay.
whereas other games, I don't know if you've ever played Dead Rising. It's one of my favorite zombie games. It had all these cool things with zombies, but limited movement. This game is first person, and it takes parkour and combines it with everything. So, jumping from building to building, climbing up walls, running. There's the zombies at nighttime are harder or faster and stronger. It's very, very interesting. If you haven't seen it before, I recommend you at least watch a trailer. I like it. I'm probably gonna get it just for the sake of playing a zombie game. I haven't played one in some time,
Do it.
and because I played the first one. I played the first one, and I like that parkour. I don't know if you ever played Mirror's Edge. Do you know what Mirror's Edge is?
No.
So Mirror's Edge was kind of like one of those games that brought parkour onto the scene when it came to games, and that sort of thing is cool when there's like zip lines.
Yeah, I'm down for
wall
that.
running and stuff like that, and that combined with zombies can get very, very cool. And then when you have
Of
cool
course,
weapons,
you see, like escaping a horde or something like that. So that's
Yeah.
interesting. I saw something also Evil Dead. I don't know if you play Evil Dead. I think
It's
it's
supposed to be
coming
making
out
an Evil Dead game, yeah.
May 2020, May of this year. I thought that was cool.
I'm wondering if I should get Dying Light for PC or not.
Do it. The only
I don't know if I should get it for PC or for console.
closest horror game that I've ever I played no actually I've been playing Phasmophobia recently. That shit's
Wow.
scary.
I heard of the game and I've seen it. It's a very popular game among streamers, but I've never actually played it myself.
Guys, play it. It's like four
just
people go into
go
a
on
house. People go into no, I mean don't ruin it. I didn't know much about it. I just knew it was scary. It's like $13 on Steam. 4 people go into a house, got to figure out what type of paranormal activity is there by finding some clues and whatnot, and just shit gets crazy. Like one by one, people die. When they die, you can't hear them, and it's like it's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. I think I like the way streamers do it. That's why I say watch it on stream, because like they'll explain everything.
Nah,
and,
try it for
and
yourself. Try it. For
no,
yourself.
of course, of course, play it. I'm not saying not to play it. I'm just saying it's a good game to watch as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I might get Dying Light and stream it on PC. I think I'm gonna get it on PC.
Do it.
I haven't gotten a game in a while, so I'm excited. And that's pretty much all I got today, Mr. S.
Yeah, no, same. That's all I got today too. Like I said, we will try to mention as many announcements or articles or news or trailers or whatever comes out, books, games, anything that comes out, we'll just mention. Again, we are no affiliates of these, so we don't just wait for a certain movie or certain franchise. We just whatever we see, we let out, and we'll see how things go moving forward. And what I did wanted to say something. Oh yeah, just keep on responding to our stories and tweets and whatever. You know where to follow us. Follow us on Instagram at Well That's Horrific. Follow us on Twitter at That's Horrific. We also, might we don't know yet, be doing some live streams at some times. If people want to kind of just join in live and ask questions or whatever the case is. Like I said, we our goal is to be as engaging as possible. And
I might be live on Twitch, and I'll bring Mr. S along too, just so
Yeah.
he can be with us if he can.
Yes.
So stay tuned on that for sure.
yeah,
Because if you don't,
well, that's horrific.